And in the middle of the my-ness, a sense arises. I. I is never true. This I is never true. My is much more truer than I. And that's why you can never catch this my I. No, you can never catch this I tangibly. Where is this really? It is a effect only of the my-ness. My-ness present inside. Our separation from each other is as much as we are attached to our content. For different regions, based on different thoughts, also misunderstandings, also. Some may feel I'm too good. Some may feel I'm not good enough. No. Some may feel I have great thoughts, feelings, or states of consciousness. Some may feel I'm, they are not good. No. Attachment comes in many flavors. Detachment has only one. It comes in the flavor of freedom, sense of joy, sense of truth of our own presence when we achieve freedom, no? From attachment. We experience ourselves when we achieve at detachment, no? from from the content which is happening inside us. Uh, I would like to begin actually right now with this topic. So I welcome all of you, beloveds, to this meeting today. Let us explore only one thing for now. My. No. Let us explore what is this my. Not what is the end, what is at the end of this my. No. On one end is you, the self, then my, then after that something else. No. That something else we can simply ignore for now. We can use it as an example, as and when necessary. Let us explore what is my. Let us explore, not condemn. No? Let's not condemn, because if we condemn, it will hide. No? But more open, not already declaring that I don't have any my-ness in me, no? But more open. Let's see what is my. No? Like what exactly is my? Let's say, just to begin with very simple example, to say in the restaurant, let's say somebody said that, hey, whose phone is this? To say that this is my phone is the need of that moment, that situation. No? Not that when there is nobody there and you are holding the phone and saying, hey, my phone, how are you? No, you are not saying that. No? But make sure that you are not saying that, because many times we don't notice. No? So the need of this statement my applies only in a situation where there is somebody else trying to claim, no, claim this phone, or trying to give it away or something. No? What about my thoughts? Or is it a too big jump from the my phone to my thoughts? Or we can go like this, because there are deeper things to be explored also. No? In this. Thank you. So what about my thoughts? Is anybody claiming them? Hey, if you don't say they are my thoughts, then I'm going to take them as my thoughts. No? Is anybody claiming them inside us? Why we are saying they are my thoughts? And remember, we are exploring joyfully. No, we are not condemning or already it is concluding. We are not concluding. We are just going to remain open in this kind of exploration. Okay. What about my thoughts? Is there a need to have a emotional attachment to something called my thoughts, or they can be more of a simple acknowledgement that hey, they are happening inside me, so they are my thoughts, but just a informative, you know, informative declaration, information to yourself. They are happening inside me, so they are my thoughts. That's okay to say like this because they are not happening in me at that time or in anybody else, no. So it's okay, no, that hey, they are happening in me. Let's say for just for to highlight, let's not say they are my thoughts. They are happening in me. Try to check. Is this same as my thoughts or is it not? If it is same, you are already very happy, no? And free from attachment. If it is not, let us try to look deeply. What is the exact difference between my thoughts or thoughts happening in me? No. And we are not talking about I get pulled into them, I try to remain detached from them. We are not talking about that right now, okay? We are only exploring one thing. What is this my-ness inside us towards thought right now in this case, no? Then my feelings. No. Hey, my feelings matter. Hey, hello, my feelings matter here. Also, I'm paying the bill. I need a better juice. No, my feeling. My state. My state. No. And myself. Myself. No. Self, totally clear. State, you are in that state right now. Clear. Feeling, present in you. Clear. Thought, present in you. Clear. Phone on the table. Clear. When nobody is claiming it. No. What is my in all of it? It can be an eye opener, beloved, today, which can help you achieve what you want to achieve, really. And you will decide, you are deciding what you want to achieve in life right now, today, and for these days or these months or years. No? Is there a need for my in you? In relation to other, yes. But within your own self, is there a need for my? And if you feel that there is no need for my, is there a my-ness in you? If yes, why it is there? This is a blind spot. It's a big, big, big blind spot. Fundamental blind spot. Through which we either have to disable ourselves from using all the content or kosh of our own presence, or we will get into them, we will become our thoughts, feelings, and we will become a person. No, this is a third option. This is a third option. Using fully thoughts, feelings, emotions, body, state, but without my. I know it's not really easy to see this, but if we can, there will be no need for something called let go. This is let go, but only letting go of the false, not letting go of the thoughts, feelings, emotions, state, body, and form. No. I will feel this is refinement. This is removing the non-essential. This is moving from resistance to resonance, resonance with existence, with God. No. Because if something is present inside me, it is supposed to be present, no? Or not? Why we would believe that no, it should not be there? And we have attachment in two different ways. One is it should be there, another is it should not be there. But in both the cases, are we not believing, believing, not knowing, believing that they are my thought? Have you seen some fly entering into your room when your room is open from the window? No. Do you say it is my fly? And if not, why? Why not? Because it is in your space now, no? Hey, my fly! Oh my God, I lost 3 flies today. Total there were five, and now only 2 left when I came home. They somehow sneaked out. We don't say that, no? So fly can just fly in. In that same way, thoughts can fly in also. Why it would be called your thought then? No? Your thought is what you are thinking. No? My thought is what I am thinking right now, or not. Like for sure, I can say about thought that this is my thought because I am thinking it right in this very moment. No, this is my feeling because I am feeling. Let's say you are feeling your juice, no juice. So this feeling is your feeling connected directly to the self and the act of experiencing, producing a feeling in you. No, everything is connected and alive. There is no connectedness here, no. So this is definitely we can say my feeling. No, you know what I mean. But the feelings are there. No, feelings are there. How we can say it's my feeling? Do you follow what I'm saying? Because it is something very simple but most fundamental. It can bring us to what we call liberation, complete liberation, complete liberation. And depending on you, of course, you are the self deciding how much you want to be liberated today. No, so depending on your state, your desire for freedom within yourself, you will become that much free today. No. And here, detachment may look like a work right now, but once we succeed, we come to the natural state of being where remaining detached is natural, not with effort. Not with effort. It is very quickly understood that, yeah, that's my natural state. I can use thoughts, feelings, emotions to learn something from them. For example, like there was a house of lazy people, no? The lazy brothers, they were there. One said that the eldest brother said that, is it raining outside? The younger than that said that, I don't know. It kind of feels like raining maybe. The elder said, why don't you go out and check? He felt, no, I don't want to. He said to the youngest, hey, go out and check. The youngest said, it is raining. The middle one said, well, how do you know? The youngest said that there is a dog who just came in and he was wet. Thoughts, feeling, emotions coming inside us can be informative, no? Of the word from where they come, no? If we use them wisely, no? From the stillness of the wisdom of the self. No? And I'm not really teaching you that, how to do that. I'm saying this is also possible. Even they are not useless completely. But they are not my thoughts. They are part of the togetherness, oneness of all the souls in existence. That thoughts are happening. They are not specifically somebody's thoughts. They are not my thoughts, but they are not your thoughts also. They are nobody's thoughts, and they are our thought together, isn't it? They are our feelings together, as it is of the culture, of the group, of the community, of the part of the world in which we are. No? Creates that those things or not, or is it too kind of too how to say too abstract or something, no? So in my understanding, I have clearly pointed out that what is this my-ness, and not what is this my-ness, but what is the way to highlight it. But if anyone want to live with me right now and explore with me like this, what is this my-ness, we can live together. But remember, we are going to focus on my-ness, not thought part of my-ness or feeling part of my-ness or body part of my-ness or presence part of my-ness or state part of my-ness. We will use that state, presence, body, mind, thought as example only. So if anyone interested, you can explore with me right now. It's about living, no? It's about living, you know? Yeah, Manu.
Namaste. Ji, I want to explore this my-ness.
Ha. So do you feel anything which is inside you? Inside in the case of, in this case, inside who you are. No? Meaning, I would take it like this, that all the body experiences, sensations of the body, including the body, let's say, thought, feeling, emotions, and everything else, all of it that is experienced by you is inside you, no? So, do you have any my-ness towards anything which is inside you right now?
Ji, it is like little bit like it's my body. Or I'm not understanding me.
Let us begin with my body first, no? That may refine our understanding and we can come to the same page. My body. Is my body a fact to you? Or is it an emotional factor to you? No? My body is a fact in this moment that this is my body. And the emotional or effect with the attachment is it should be my body also. No? It should remain my body. No?
Ji, it's a fact, like it's my body.
Yeah. My body in the sense of I am using it or I am having it continuously every day. No?
Ji,
This is good. So there is no my-ness in this case. But now onward, once a day, you can always check now that is there any my-ness added in in my relation with my body, or still I'm clear I have this body continuously and I am using it. Because the unconscious attachments or which are blind spots in a way, they just enter. Meaning unconscious attachment means the unknowingly we get attached. And we will go back and forth also. So we are just, this is the first round. So if by some region, for some reason, by the will of the Lord, you don't have this body right now, will you be okay? Like this, all of a sudden, body is not there anymore. Are you okay like this?
Ji, here I am not fully like this that I will be okay. And in a sense, yes, coming that I will be okay.
Can you say again, because I'm not sure what you are trying to say. Say in some other language.
जी I am okay that I will not be in this body, as like everything which affects is connected to body, and if body is not there, then I will be okay. Uh, am I saying correctly?
Yeah, that's fine. So this part is clear. Is there any other part of it?
Ji, no.
Okay. Are you getting anything from having this body? Or what exactly you are getting out of body that you have or that you use? That can give you a clue also. Meaning it can work like a light to highlight if there is any uh, attachment is there. That attachment could be the need actually, but not noticed by you. So then that will be noticed and it will not be called attachment anymore. No? It will be simply called my need for the body. No?
Ji, I am not getting anything. This is which is getting anything is everything is related to body only.
Oh, so that's okay. That's kind of nice, no? That's nice. Let's go to the thoughts. Do you have any my-ness to your thoughts? Like they are my thoughts, in the sense that I'm talking about those thoughts which are moving inside you right now. Not the thought which you spoken to somebody. No. When you created that thought, when you thought about something, that is a thought created by you or not. So I'm not talking about that thought. I'm talking about the other thoughts which are present inside you, which are not clearly my thought in the sense that I created them, but they are my thought in the sense that they are inside me. No. So do you have any sense of my-ness towards them? Like, do you have any relation with them? That's what I mean.
Gee, yes.
Okay, so what is that? Let us explore this now. What is your relation with them? Tell me.
This this is actually now I'm not able to relate. Means no relation from the automatically with thoughts.
Yes, true. It is truth, by the way, but it is not seen, and that's why we feel no, I have some relation with them. As we see consciously, we find that no, I don't have any relation with these thoughts which are rotating in me. You know. So it means also a lesson learned here that being conscious in relation to thoughts is very important. Then unconsciously thinking or using the thoughts is not good, no? Because by default it will create a sense inside us that they are my thought. No? which is not non-essential absolutely and very harmful for the being that you are in the direction of living yourself, your pure truth, no? Your being, your truth, no? Because this accumulated my-ness, understand this, accumulated my-ness at different levels, not the my-ness is in different levels, it is in the self in relation to different content, no? That is the sleep or no? It's never about what is present in you. It's about your relation with it, no? Let us clearly know the relation and live it, what we know now, no? So even this is not a big deal really. But now let's come to something strong. My feeling, no, my feeling. In this feeling is being produced by the energetic structure which is present inside us, the state of energies, how balanced they are or how imbalanced. No? Let's say your physical body is very balanced. No? Energy of the physical body is very balanced, meaning you are very healthy and flexible. No? Now if something happens on the road, you are walking and something bumps into you, you bump into something, you will feel pain, generally speaking, but you will not feel a feeling of stress or a frustration or something, no? For example. Like okay. No. That feeling of discomfort or disturbance actually comes from, first of all, body is not healthy. And now somebody is bumping into you, no? Like creating much more discomfort in the body than body can handle right now, no? Which is further creating a sense of discomfort inside, no? So this is one way the feeling is produced, no? By meeting life. Another way is thought. Thought when lived by you, thought means thoughts moving in. When lived by you, create feeling also. Because what we do exactly when we touch a thought, we live it, no? When we live it, whatever we live creates a feeling inside us. When we live a thought, it creates a corresponding feeling inside us. Meaning, trying to live the thought is trying to create a feeling inside us so that we can live it. No? We are the self. We can create feelings, no? Or not? Because this is this clear to you so far, which I have shared.
जी.
So, are you clear when, let's say, life situation creates a feeling inside you? Are you clear that this is not my feeling happening in me? I have to deal with it, obviously, but it is more of a indicator that my body is not healthy, or maybe other course, other layers are not balanced. No, is this clear to you? Or you feel I'm feeling no, or you do you feel I'm feeling no? I'm feeling means I'm one with, and I declare that it's my declaration. No, it's the inside only. Outside is okay. You talking to people is fine. We can be very practical about it. But I'm talking about inside. Inside, are you clear when such a thing happens? Whenever a feeling is created in you, felt in you, created means felt in you, no? Are you clear that this feeling has been created as a effect of all my body mind energies and I'm experiencing it? It's not my feeling in the sense that I created it. Is this clear to you also?
जी.
How wonderful. This is so wonderful. Even the most difficult part is covered, no? Now, as a effect of the feelings that we have, the thoughts we have lived, the state of energy of body, our surrounding, and everything together, conditioning and what we call training and memory and everything together creates some central state called my present state, no, which is different at different times. No? Are you aware of it? That there is such a thing present, which is an energetic state. It's not our state. It's the state of energies as a whole. Feeling very healthy, yeah, feeling kind of excited, or kind of feeling dull today a little bit. You know what I mean? As a whole, I'm saying, where we cannot pinpoint, like put a finger that okay, because of this, because of that. Sometime body maybe, but sometime maybe not. But as a whole, are you aware of it?
It is not fully, I'm not fully aware
That's
all
fine.
the time.
That's fine. So as you will be aware of it, it will become more clear to you. But in this, in the relation to this state, let's say in relation to your present state, maybe you are not aware of it. You were not aware of it in the past, but you can be aware of it right now. So your present state, from which you will do anything, from where you will feel, can I walk 5 kilometers today, 1 kilometer today, or I kind of don't want to even get down from my stairs. This state, your present state right now, is this is this your state in the sense that this is my state, or it is also the content, even if the central, even if this is the center from where we will act towards life, our responses will come from here. Even this, is this, are you one with it completely, or let's say you are not acting right now, you are not doing anything from here, no? The state is here, so it doesn't matter if the state is, let's say, not nice, no? So it doesn't matter whether you will be that you will not be able to act very dynamically from here right now. So it is okay. And also, if the state is very nice, you don't need to start going out and being dynamic also. No? My state, is this also not a fact?
Ji.
Which is connected to the activity, not to you, no? I mean, it will be beautiful if my state, present state, is healthy. So I act nicely, no? Everything that comes to me from, like, thrown at me by life, no? I am able to return it nicely, no? I play along well. It will be nice, really. So there is no doubt about it. I'm all for holistic health, no? But it is only in relation to responses, no? Right now, let's say you don't want to respond to life, you have decided to not do anything. Then this state, does it matter to you? Or you can say that I'm free from it now. Yes?
Ji. Yes.
Ah. So then this you who is free from it now is what is presence, no, presence, in which everything is happening. No? And the difference between the person, in this case, your person state and presence state now, was of the degree of attachment you had for what was happening inside you. Based on misunderstanding, unconsciousness, of course, no? As you become conscious, you see that there is no need to have this attachment or this sense of my-ness towards it, no? It is still going to be there and I will respond from it even now, no? My body still will be there and it will be still used nicely by me, no? In fact, better than before now. Because more of you is available now to yourself, and effectively more of you will be available to do what you want to do when you want to do anything. from your state, or with your feeling, or from your feeling, with your thoughts, or with your body, from your body. No. So this is your presence state, which is this is what is freeing, free presence, or how to say, no? Pure presence. No. I will not explore my-ness here at the level of presence yet. I want to limit this exploration up to this point only. Now the content is here. Now let's come back to one final step or exploration. All the content, everything absolutely being experienced by you right now, whether it appears to be outside of the body or inside of the body, is same thing. It is only inside your presence. It's not outside or inside anything, no? So anything that is being experienced, seen, known, acknowledged by you is inside you, no? And since you don't have any my-ness now towards it, you don't have any demand that it should be like this or it should not be like this. And now you are called free from it. You are free from it now because you don't have any demand towards it. No? You don't want your thoughts to be less thoughts or better thoughts or good thoughts. You don't want your feelings to be more, better feelings or pure feelings or less feelings also. No? You don't want your state to be other than how it is right now. You don't want your body to be more healthy or less healthy or changed in any way also right now. No? For that you are doing a separate work towards holistic health anyway. No? So you are free from the content. It is in you, but you are not in it now. You can never be in it, by the way. How you can be in what you are, what is in you? No. Can you be in something which is in you? No. This will be an example, given in the philosophy. We that a rat entered into his hole in the house, and then he took out that house into himself. Now, how it will be possible? So anything which is happening inside you, you cannot be in it, no? Through attachment only, through my-ness only, we stop living the expandedness that we naturally are, the joyful presence that we naturally are, while working with the content which is inside us, the kosh, no kosh. No. And different souls in different states of conscious or consciousness have their own favorite place called body or the mind or the heart or something else, and based on that it is called that this is my location, this is my present location. This is not real location. Real location has never changed. Our real location has never changed. But we are effectively not living our real or true location, no? Which is presence, in which everything is happening. So I would like to enjoy with you this, you living the presence. Let us live together. In this moment, just sitting and doing nothing is happening by itself. This is even one step deeper than that. Just being. No, just being. Feeling experiencing the purest form of existence. That is myself. The presence, is the purest form of existence. Experiencing it, enjoying, rejoicing in it. living this right now as we are living does not disable us from using anything which is present inside us. It only makes us more free to live it well, to do use it well what is inside us. No? We become more neutral when we become free from sense of my-ness. No? We become more neutral, more stable, more clear, naturally, fundamentally. What we lived in this exploration, Manu, is is a flowering of the seed called person into the flower of presence. No? So we came to the flower presence now. No? For a higher flower, presence is also a seed. When we live it, here we can not do anything else. We just live it joyfully. This seed also starts desiring for flowering, higher flowering. And this seed, its focus is brought back to itself more and more in satsang also, like this. It works like a support. Satsang is also works like a support. But in this view, Manu, I want to again very joyfully tell you that you have not lost anything which you had as a person. Absolutely, you have not lost anything. You have only lost the person. You know, you have everything that as person you had, but now you are living as your truth, your true presence. You may not like to keep many things which are inside you. You may like to throw them out. It's okay. Learn how to throw them out, and you will throw them out. No, out of your out of your being. You know, what is inside you is inside you. You know what I mean? There could be something on your ear, no? Or something is in your ear. There's a difference. No? The intimacy is too much more. No? So if you feel, nah, this is not nice, you will throw it out. No? But there is nothing which has been lost here in principle, in reality, literally, not in principle only. So there is nothing which a person had has been lost here, except the person itself, which is a misunderstanding. Living in misunderstandings is when the presence is living in misunderstandings and confusions. This is the state of person. No? When the person start becoming more stable and clear, it start coming to the state of presence. No? More reasonable, more wise, not doing what is non-essential, not giving value to what is non-essential. In this case, it is found that my-ness is non-essential. I think it was very joyful exploration with you, Manu. Thank you for creating this opportunity and coming forward like this. Thank you.
Thank you.
One example of my-ness, which is very much visible in satsangs, in discussions, is my understanding, in which my-ness is more valuable than understanding itself, in which the goal of the discussion is less valuable than my understanding. If me and you are interested in exploring something and reaching to truth of something, then you will have some understanding, I will have some understanding, we will come together, that will be our starting point, and our wisdom will refine that to collective understanding into a point of flowering and seeing, where we will see that higher truth than we have seen before, no? But we naturally have, unconsciously have attachment to my and what I'm saying, we have less openness for seeing beyond my understanding, which is not the demand, or which is not the need of the self, the presence that we are. It is more the fault of the way we are at the moment in this my-ness, and not noticed. There is a rigidness, there is a rigidness here, less flexible. It is less flexible. When my-ness is not there or less there, we are more flexible, no? Because we are not now talking about my point of view or your point of view. We are not talking about my way of seeing or your way of seeing. We are talking about something which can something be seen higher than what we see right now in this direction? Can something be known more than what we know already about it? No? Just wanted to highlight. Yeah. Udan, you want to talk?
Namaste ji, can you hear me?
Namaste. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to further explore with you in this direction of my-ness. I would like to share how I am seeing this. That even this thing called presence is, I sense that it is not my presence. It is also an experience which is like more of a constant experience for me, or which is uh, like a very solid and constant experience. But as I see it more clearly, and as you're now talking, I am also seeing it now that it is not my which is connected to this presence, but there is a sense that somebody is experiencing this, or and that somebody I identify as myself. And that also is highlighted when you're saying that this my-ness goes very deep. I am sensing in me that uh, I also sense that I feel that it is my knowing, or it is my being. It is me, or that sense of being an entity, which is an individual entity, or like how to express this, uh, like basically being an entity which is somehow functioning on its own, which is not the fact. As I see it clearly, it is it is not found anywhere in any state, any way of looking. I like whenever I go deep, or whenever I see simply, it is not found true, but it is an unconscious way of assuming that uh, there is this one here.
Oh, yes,
So
yes,
I would like to explore a little bit, and just wanted to share this so that we can refine this.
yes. Um, the sense of entity is a natural result of accumulated my-ness, no, in the self towards the things which are inside us, no, which are being lived or known, no. Entity is seen or experienced when you are very alert, no, like this. But the my-ness is not noticed. Once we notice the my-ness, it is removed, and the sense of entity also goes away with that. The truth that we are naturally felt. So neutral, like somebody may tell you at some point that, hey, you know so much about truth, but you yourself don't feel that. You feel like, okay, it's like fine, I'm very happy that I'm knowing all of this, but what is the big deal? No? Meaning, you the self is not trying to decorate yourself based on what you are knowing, what you have known now. No, you still remain exactly same what you are always, even if you know the whole universe. No, this is the power of removing the my-ness. No? Very beautifully Osho explained this so many years back. I heard that first time when a child uh, slowly uh, grows in understanding, in consciousness. It is given a toy to play by the parents, and he enjoys. Let's say the child enjoys. Two another toy given, two toys given like this. Then somebody from the neighborhood visiting the house, and the child simply is able to give the toy to the other child or other man, and the parents say, "No, this is your toy. Don't give it to them." Impression is created in the being of the child that it's my toy. A relation is created. And also said so beautifully that like this there is a lot of my-ness around the child. And in the middle of the my-ness, a sense arises. I. I is never true. This I is never true. My is much more truer than I. And that's why you can never catch this my I. No, you can never catch this I tangibly. Where is this really? It is a effect only of the my-ness. My-ness present inside. That's why what we are exploring today is a very important topic. But the funny part of spiritual explorations is that important topics are not given so much value. Superficial topics are given so much value. But I'm very happy to have all of you here and to talk to you then. So there is a presence that we feel as our own existence when we don't have any, when we have very less my-ness, let's say. Like the my-ness is minimum. The sense of my is minimum here. Like the minimum as which is required to live us as a presence. Then here the only thing that we own in a way is I exist, I am. We are not owning anything now here. Like we don't have any relation, real relation with anything here actually. Everything is in me, and you will blame me. Let's say not blame, but you will point out that hey, you spoke like this, so I will take that responsibility also, and it is all fine. Response is coming from my state, my energies, and everything is fine. But within yourself, you will not feel that you really have anything. You have anything itself. So no knowledge, no experiences, and no content which is happening or continuously present in the form of different kosh is my. It is there, and I am here. I am. So this I am is the pure state of presence, where we, the self, first time experiences the minimum possible level of my-ness. Here, we in Hindi we say ahankar. No, ahankar means ego. No, ego. We say ahankar is not here anymore. Ego is not here anymore. Here something is still here, which again I heard from Osho. Asmita is here. Asmita, meaning a very subtle ego is here. Subtle ego is my presence. As that also is seen as not true and not needed, then somehow you become a presence for the first time, really. Not my presence, because in this my presence there are two things still, no? Not my presence, I presence, my self presence. And it is so flexible, it can know things as they are in the moment, experience. It can utilize everything also very well, whatever is given within the presence. No? At some point, it flowers naturally. As soon as this I amness becomes free from the sense that I am, uh, the presence or the sense that it is my presence, when it reduces more and more, a flowering happens from the individual presence to the universal presence. Because right now, whatever is happening inside us is what is happening inside us in the presence, no? The physical body and all the specific kosh, no? Which are in the presence, no? In the universal presence experience or state, more than that is experienced within myself, no? More than that, not just my kosh, but the, the existence, the universe, no? The earth, the moon, the sun, and it is naturally experienced, not by force or by understanding. It's an experience, not an understanding. True understanding is very useful. True experience is very liberating. Liberating means it liberates, and we don't need to work on anything now after that, no? In this direction. True understanding gives us a way to work on something now. The truer the understanding, the better. Sometimes even the truer understanding can do the job also. Like many things are not needed to be done now. But the true experience or the experience of truth liberates us. Because experience of truth does not change the experiences, it changes the experiencer. It expands the experiencer from the smaller to the bigger, to the bigger, to the bigger. The experiencer is the consciousness. We, ourselves, living in different consciousness states, no? Reaches to a higher state of consciousness by experiencing truth, no? So I explained this in this simplicity. Now you check again and tell me now where we are and
Yeah, I'm with you in this exploration, and what you're saying that the everything is experienced so naturally, and I'm able to connect with this, although I'm not able to articulate a lot of things around it, but I'm simply able to connect and experience this in my day-to-day life, and it seems like the organic is the right word, I would say. Without any effort, without anything, these things, like out of nowhere, things are, you know becoming more and more, uh, how to say, natural and organic and simple, rather than doing work, or like living life normally. Doing things is very, very, how to say, it feels like all of this is covered in living day-to-day life. Like, it is not like some kind of special activity, some kind of special experience, some kind of thing that I need to do to go somewhere or do something. It is becoming more and more like whatever I am doing now at this moment, like talking to you, it is more than enough, and it is like it is complete in itself for me. Like, I'm not uh, uh, like, am I able to communicate?
oh yes, yes, up to some degree, yes. But it's a very good indicator. With this, as you use the word organic, I call it more integrated life, or more like more one life in a way. No, with this more one life is the experience of life from the presence, where it is not fighting, judging so much, dividing, or putting things aside or so much, but more like allowing in a way, and allowing not only life to happen, but also allowing responses to come from you. No, so it is a very good report. As you will refine this sense of my-ness, you will notice the sense of my-ness, because sense of my-ness stays in different people towards different things. For example, in your case, it could be towards knowledge. No? What can make you free from attachment to knowledge is knowing, freshly knowing. It will, you the being will develop taste for freshly knowing, and you will lose interest in attachment to knowledge. It will look so fresh. Like as you start eating the fresh food, you lose interest in the not so fresh food in that way. Some other people have attachment to state, meaning the experience. That experience of joy is what is my presence. No, no, it is not. It is your experience only. You are the presence who is experiencing it. When you, the presence, is living as yourself, you don't experience specific, special things, no, in the day-to-day life, in the flow. You basically experience everything that happens as it is, good, bad, nice, not nice. But there are times in the day when you are just not doing anything. You are not working on anything now, neither outside of the body nor inside of the body. Those are magical moments when the truth of who you are opens up for you to be lived, to be known in the moment. And so much more deeper knowings take place here. Insights happen like all of a sudden by itself. The sense that I am moving, for example, the sense that I am moving is very clearly starts dissolving here. I am having the experience of moving, not that I am myself moving. This is the level where at the level of presence, we are able to experience this. Not that I am moving, I only am. I am not moving, I am. My body moves, life moves, but inside me. Not that I move in life, but life moves inside me. Not that I move in life. I am. I don't move. Naturally, these things are known in the living of the presence that we are. No? I think it's very good. You are able to connect then, no? Yeah. Living in the my-ness too much, no, is as if living in the dream, meaning not living. Living free from my-ness is actual living, actually living the existence. No? Actually living the existence from the presence has very powerful and beautiful effects on us, in the sense of correcting our understandings towards life as it is, what is life, how it actually is, and our ways, how we respond, they are corrected also. Naturally, this correction takes place by meeting life, meeting truth of ourselves and meeting truth of life. I think it's very good. If you anything, please say.
Yes, Ji, it is very fine. And I feel that I don't feel like working on anything or in this spiritual direction doing anything, but there is this sense that's this naturally something is happening. And before also I told you that there, sometimes it becomes like intense, the intensity peaks inside me, and everything collapses. And I would consider it as an experience and not look for it. But it is like very like I'm not finding any motivation to work in the spiritual direction anymore, which was the reason that I was not coming to meetings, or like organically what is happening in life is fine with me. I'm enjoying everything, but not finding the motivation to consciously do or search something which will make me myself one day, or this whole thing is not ringing any bell inside me anymore. So it is not a bad thing. I'm very happy that, and it is not that I have given up or something or like that. But naturally, it doesn't feel like I want to live like a seeker whole of my life. It
Uh,
doesn't feel nice also nowadays.
uh,
Just sharing, Ji.
understand. I feel it is much better to live in the reality of our present, even if it is what you are saying that, hey, I don't feel like this, no? Than to live in the imagination of being a seeker, no? That way we don't live at all. That way we suffer so much. Suffer means what? Suffering is nothing but not living life. What else is suffering? No? Not getting the juice of life, no? Living life, really living life, no? Like connecting to what life is actually here, plant, tree, everything, people. Living life is not only gives us contentment, no, joy, but it also gives us strength somehow to all of our course and refinement to them. So we are able to live tomorrow also. Or I feel it is totally fine. No? I never have any agenda towards anyone that hey, you should be the seeker of truth, or you should know anything or not know. I have only one direction: purify things, clarify things, like make things clear. That's all. That's all. Nothing else. Because unhappiness is when we want to do, we are not able to do what we want to do, and we are doing what we don't want to do. No? That is unhappiness or not? In which mostly people live. No? And there are many states or phases of a being goes through. No, being goes through, soul goes through many phases. In some phase, you are in a boat. In some phase, boat is in on your shoulders. In some phase, we feel that I clearly know what I am doing and where I am heading to, and I am the doer of it, of my sadhana and everything. And there are phases where we feel I don't know really what I am doing and why I am doing anything. No? Then again, the phase three may come. Oh, yeah, back to normal now. I will start my sadhana again. No? I'm not inviting you to a self inquiry right now, but I have a simple, innocent question. Who are you who is going through all these phases? Because as what you introduce yourself to me and what I know as you in this moment is so different. Fundamentally, the existential flow is moving everything. We call it God also, no? Sometimes the source of life. No? It is moving everything, but we have a misunderstanding normally that it is moving everything as in things are separate from it, created by the God, and they are left now, and God is playing with them. No, God is playing as them also. God is not moving you. God is not moving me. God is moving as me also, as you also, no? In the seeking phase, no? In the seeking phase, who are you? Who is confused or clear? Who are you? So what I see is so different. But as you are playing the role of a seeker, I am also playing the role of a teacher here, happily. But once we are able to see the truth, it is so different. There are certain things only which can be corrected inside us. One of them is we naturally, because of the misunderstandings, unconsciousness, are going to register to the life flow which has been designed for us, or we will register to our destiny naturally. And this is where sadhana can be helpful to clearly see, and like this the energy drops out of our system, non-essential energy, and with that goes the resistance to the real flow of life. We join back to life. Oh, and we feel alive again, back to life, no? Connected with the flow, assisted by the flow, guided also by the flow. Like we sense naturally, everything is all right. Everything is just wonderful. Every day. And every day is better than yesterday, of course, without any fail. Every day is better than yesterday, without any fail. So if today is not better than yesterday, then I feel we are living a personal life. If today is better than yesterday, even if it doesn't look like so spiritual, we are living life of the presence. We are living life in as in the as the presence more in alignment with the presence of Supreme Self. No, I would say like this one way of saying, like this can be one checkpoint, because we can many times misunderstand things, or our mind can very quickly declare that I know I am the self who is the seer of the presence in which everything is happening. Is your every day better than yesterday? This your mind cannot produce. This only life can produce, truth can produce, existence can produce, and our sync with that can produce it. No? Is your every day better than yesterday? Without fail, without any exception. Like it was a rainy day, it was too bad situations or anything. No. Every day comes like car wash. It washes everything. Soul wash, no? It washes the soul every day of everything that happened yesterday. Not that memory goes away, but the emotionality connected to that goes away. You are empty and sensitive being, ready to experience life again. I think we can get some sense out of what I'm saying. No, this is, yeah. So very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you, beloved. Ekta, you wrote, beloved Rajee ji, thank you so much for sharing your very precious time and life and moments with me, with us. I'm sorry, ji, lekin I will have to leave this beautiful meeting. My job is starting in 5 hours. I love you and thank you, thank you. I bow at your feet, some feet master. Thank you. Go ahead. I love you, beloved. If we really had something like my, you know, which bit will be taken away when I will explore the truth with you, or oneness with you, which is natural and existential, then it makes sense to be protective, no? But if that is not real, it is only a false sense, no? Then that doesn't make sense. To lose the real meeting with real life of who we are, and like this, for what is not real, The process of spirituality is all the process I don't know, but the process of awakening does not really try to remove anything. It only tries to bring in the light so that we can see. Or it inspires us to see more clearly. Do you really have it? Or what exactly and how exactly we have it? No? So I think it's very, very good. Thank you. Karuna, you want to talk?
Hello, Rajee.
Hello, Karuna.
Are you able to hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, very good. I wanted that you just keep talking about this, so that nothing else comes in, because it feels so important somehow. What also felt like strong that you said that my-ness is more true than the I-ness, or something like that, and that feels like exactly. And I also feel that this my-ness is so like everywhere. It's in my seeing, like almost as like what I see is by default already has this my-ness in it. It just feels like this seeing is the my-ness itself. Like this my-ness is everywhere. I mean, this is mad. Yeah, it probably doesn't have sense to understand it, like in the way I would like to understand. But when I turn my attention towards it, in like following you, then it evaporates. So
Oh, yes,
then
yes.
something remains, and I don't know what is remains, but I'm satisfied. Then
Yes, yes. Very,
when
very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. In one sense, we can say like this, that actually the ego state or ego model, you know, is a model of my-ness versus model of the truth of who we are. Like a true way versus way of my-ness. These are the two ways in which a being does or can live. So in the way of my-ness, everything that we do or see, experience, is serving my-ness. It is not serving the self that we are. That's why it is said that, hey, we need to choose truth at some point. We need to it is said that we have to choose truth at some point. And this choosing truth basically means choosing truth beyond my-ness. That's why we like to see, let's say, when the activity of seeing is happening, no, the exercise of inner seeing is happening, we see and collect. No, we don't see and realize. No, the being that we are will see and realize, not that see and collect it. No, so this is where my-ness is, you know, is in the soul where it is trying to collect. So it is seeing to collect. You see to see only. You don't see to collect. Because what you see from your being goes nowhere. It remains forever inside you. It doesn't need to be maintained. Immediately it becomes part of who we are. What is a being more wise, more awake, more mature, who has seen a lot? No? clearly, no? And it has become part of it. No? Being does not, like, something is not added to you, the being, in the name of awakened being. Awakened basically means natural state of being, minus no sleep, or my-ness. So something has not been added to you, something has been removed from you. That something is my-ness. That's why seeing to see, feeling to feel, you know, is the way, which is one more immediate, in a way, immediate way. Way of the my-ness is in which the self that you are lives in time as a continuity, no? Because one thing we forgot to explore in this, which is very important part also and very clearly can be understood or relatable, that is my life. My life is so important. My life is basically nothing but a collective name given to everything that is being held by the being in under my-ness. No, that is my life. And again, nothing wrong in having life, like an individual life, where we say that, hey, this is not your life, this is my life. You know, this is my tea, this is none of your tea. No, my tea is my tea, and it is none of your tea. It's okay to say like this, no? But are you going to take it away from life, or it will still remain in life? No? Yeah. So my life is actually all the time completely 100% part of that one life. No? For practical reasons, makes sense to keep my wallet separate from you, your wallet separate from me, and everything. But in reality, it has never been separated. So let's totally separate our lives for practical reasons. But let's not have the misunderstanding inside that it has been separated really. In the same way, my life as a information, as a declaration from the freedom of the being is fine. My life contains these things, which basically means memory of what has been lived so far. No? But under the title My Life, do we have only memory or something else? Well, let's check. Because there is something alive also living inside, no? Under that my life, no? Like a agenda, like a effect, like a attachment to the past. Or no? I'm not saying it is good or bad. Find out. Is it essential? Is attachment, is my-ness essential towards my life? Emotional attachment, I mean emotional my-ness. A factual my-ness is fine, no? My bike is my bike, it's nobody's bike, okay? And it is really not nobody's bike. That's what it means that, hey, let's lock it, otherwise somebody will steal it. Because somebody will actually, if I don't declare in every possible way that it's my bike, no? Whether on to the government, whether to the local, society or everywhere, no? Hey, this is your bike? Oh yeah, it's my bike. So have to declare everywhere. But let us not get hypnotized by relative living. This is relative living, practical living. No? Let's not get hypnotized by it. So what is my life really? Karuna, this can be one way of more highlighting this my-ness. Because my life basically is my awakening higher than my life. Let's look into it like this. Or my awakening is part of my life. Let's say like this also. Which is going to highlight back and forth like will work like a mirror. My life versus my awakening, my spiritual awakening. No? I would say that my awakening actually is just a name given to something called awakening. Awakening basically means seeing more clearly. And what to see more clearly? My life, first of all. So it is awakening in this case is not can never be part of my life. It can be eye clear seeing, light and clear seeing towards what is my life. And if it becomes clear, like if we can bring my life in the light of our seeing, it so naturally will become clear myself. Because my life is the periphery, the expansion. Myself is the center. No? If my life is false, myself is also false. If my life is true, myself has to be true, and it is going to be true. You know, what we call myself truly is the self, is the truth. What we experience as the life is the expansion of that only. They so nicely match, dance and live, like lived, it is lived, matches, it matches. Like living of life gives contentment to the self that we are, who lives it, and works like a mirror to show something. Every day, normal life activity, everything. No? So they are gelling so well. But there seems to be some incompatibility, that is the actual life, but our projection on it as my life in some understanding, some misunderstanding. No? So my life has things actually like which only belong to me. They happened to me only, not did not happen to anybody. They are not in your memory. They are only in my memory. No? But do I need attachment to it in the sense of my-ness, or it can just live there? No, it will be just there. No. So, Karuna, having memory of what happened so far in my life is fine. No, it is natural. It is existential functioning of the mind, no? Of the soul also, no? Of all the course actually. But if I don't hold on to it, the memory will disappear. This is attachment actually. There is my memory and it should not go away. No? This is attachment, like demand for the memory to remain. That is my-ness or no? Not that if you let go of the my-ness, the memory will disappear. Not so easily. Not memory does not go so easily. It is the most stubborn thing in existence. Memory. So now let's say memory of living is there. Myself, the real is here without attachment towards myself. No? And life being lived every day now. From the memory, I have learned enough, and I'm learning enough how to live a better life every day, in practical sense and in every other sense. No? And you will cannot find any ego here. You cannot find any false self here. Because false self requires false to survive. Okay. So can we now, is this good for now, and can we explore what is false also? No?
I would ask you to explore what what is this minus, what is this attachment, this exactly, because we are talking about this, but we are feeling this.
If I have to be very direct, then I would say it is the sleep in the soul. It cannot be caught, only its effects are seen. The answer to this is awakening, nothing else. And this, what we are doing, is awakening, is waking up. No? The darkness is not found when you will look into it. But if you don't, it will live and will delude us. No? This is the funny thing. When we look inside, darkness is not there. My-ness is not there. When we look outside, my-ness joins us. So in this state of sleep in the soul, no, there is a need in the soul to be something other than it naturally and always is. No. And I have explained in so simple ways that everything that you have on the other side of the my-ness is not going to disappear anywhere. And hold on to it, no? Don't hold on to anything inside you through the unconsciousness of my-ness. Hold on to it through your conscious effort, no? It's totally fine, no? Now you will know that I'm holding on to it, no? What's wrong in that? Like why we should distribute everything and all. I mean, if you want, you can, but there is no need. So keep everything, hold on to everything consciously. No? You know that I'm doing it, no? Then we will do only as much as necessary. We will not do more than essential, no? So this essentially is the sleep only. There's nothing else. It cannot be defined in other ways in this sense. Fundamentally, it is just sleep, darkness, which cannot be found anywhere. We cannot work on it really. We cannot work on it directly. If you want to really work on it directly, then work on yourself only, not on anything which is inside you. Because everything inside you is affected by it in a way. You know, meaning our relation with everything has been altered by it in some way, affected by it in some way. So if you directly work on only on this whole of it, then only work on yourself and don't look anywhere else. No? And this my-ness is going to call you when you will be working on yourself in the direction of exploring yourself. No? That I want to know who I am now. I want to live who I am now. And a feeling will pull you, a thought will pull you, a body sensation will pull you. How? How it pulls? Through my-ness. How else? Just an example. It will be possible someday through science. Some thoughts can be injected inside us, no? And we will be able to detect actually that they are kind of passing thoughts. They are not my thoughts, you know. And it happens also, even now. There are some thoughts which are so lightweight, like it looks like it's okay. And that's maybe just joking, that that's maybe giving us the impression that I'm so free, I'm able to watch them. No, watch my thoughts first to see how free you are from them. So they are passing thoughts because they have not got that connection or that fragrance yet, in a way, no? One another example, which is very valuable, very explain. It can explain, but it's not a great example. But I'll try. We were dealing with the lizard coming inside our house, and like this we are dealing with it. No? Sometimes we do. But is noticed that it leaves fragrance. No, it leaves its smell when it walks like this, because it is not able to figure out so much the directions. So you throw, you move out the lizard this time, and from where it came, exactly from there it will come back again, because it smells its own fragrance like this. This is unconsciousness smelling its own fragrance. My-ness. It is automated now in us. Now we have to do something to break it. No? What to do? We did, like we had this, no? Hand sanitizer, no? We sprayed to change the smell. So it cannot remember, it cannot smell, no? And it works actually. Meditation, just sitting, breathing, and experiencing the fragrance of being changes this 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 smell of consciousness. Then those tendencies are not able to pull us so easily. They lose contact somehow. Those connections are changed, somehow broken. Satsang also. No? But I'm still open. Karuna, if you feel that, that something can be more deeply seen, then you need to come up with some material. Give me some material then.
Nothing comes right now.
Huh. I'll just maybe continue sharing little bit, and it may help. No. There is another way of looking at it will be that consciousness has different temperatures. No? In the colder temperatures of consciousness, my-ness is very strong. In the higher temperature of consciousness, my-ness is very weak. In the highest temperature of consciousness, there is no my-ness. Meditation, just sitting meditation, fundamental meditation, satsang, increases our temperature of the consciousness very gently. It's not like burning or anything, very gently. In such a way that we don't go through disturbances which are reported in spirituality many times, which are because of misunderstandings only. Like trying to do it yourself model. No? That's the model for sure, where disturbances are introduced by us only. Spirituality does not introduce any disturbances to us. I mean, I'm talking about this, but I'm sharing. I don't know what is the scope of spirituality, maybe different things, no? So I don't know about them, but meditation and satsang, dhyan and satsang, fundamental dhyan and satsang does not introduce any disturbances to us. But it simply is increasing the temperature. Increasing the temperature means what? Lower temperature is unconsciousness. Higher temperature is consciousness, meaning less conscious or unconscious, more conscious or more conscious, like this, no? What is presence state? It's like full fire, constant temperature, but it's like 5,000 degrees centigrade. 5,000, like sun, temperature of the sun. I hope all of you have noticed that we don't like to stay here for a long time. We don't like to stay in our presence state for a long time. Not that we will get burnt, but our sense that I am somebody is burnt, and our attachment or our sense that my-ness will be burnt also here. So we fall back into a more comfortable zone of temperatures of consciousness within ourselves, no? Which is like totally fine. It's not naturally happening like this. It's not that somebody's fault or anything, no. I always feel that if we can approach these things more systematically, it will be much better than doing it on ad hoc basis and jumping from one place to another and like this. It can be much better. So this is sort of a practicality of it's sort of a challenge, practical, like real challenge of waking up in a way. We feel pulled. It is true. I have shared this understanding sometime in the retreat, no, from resistance to resonance. It's the most fundamental understanding in these directions, no, so that we can overcome so easily the challenges that we face, no, which are not really because you are not sincere. It is just that you are not informed. You are not informed. Just this much. You are so sincere. I can never doubt your sincerity. Not that you are lazy or something. You are so ready to work and just not clear. Remove the non-essential from the system as much as you can. Will take care of unconsciousness which causes the sense of my-ness. And there will be less and less sense of my-ness felt inside. Or it will be seen like, what is the point? Like, why I'm feeling this my-ness, which is totally non-essential. So this my-ness is the last thing non-essential goes away from our system. When the when the no when the material which keeps it together is also gone already, no? The unconsciousness is gone already, no? Then that sense is also gone, no? It's like this sense of my-ness feeds on unconsciousness, non-essential. As that feed is removed, no? Those birds who come here to live on it, they stop coming slowly also. In my understanding, what I'm speaking is very clear, direct, and sharing towards truth. But if it looks a little bit philosophical or poetic, please talk. We can talk also. Are we good for now, Karuna?
Yes, Rajee, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Like different plants, different trees grow in different regions, part of the world, meaning different climates. No, in different climate, different type of plants and trees grow or not. In the same way, inside us, we have different climates also, possibility of different climates. If we change the inner climate, many things will stop growing there. Simply, they just stop growing. The old still will be there and it will just die by itself. Because the soil of our presence or, the kosh have stopped supporting it. You have changed the soil. Just change the soil. What you don't want to grow will not grow anymore. So this is what is being more conscious, living a more conscious life, changing the soil on which everything grows. Not working on it directly. Removing the non-essential is what is first step towards it, which probably will prove to be the last step also for most people. Only one step. Because we think we are fighting with others inside us. No, we are fighting with our own self only. Like part of ourself want to do something and part of ourself does not. When non-essential is removed, that part of ourself, which is like in two parts, is not there anymore. Just one part. Either I do something or I don't. No. And naturally, experientially, like energetically, it is felt. So I would never underestimate the power of unconsciousness. Never. I will not do that mistake. And Devdas, you want to talk? Hello, Devdas.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I was not. Okay, so thank you very much for today's satsang. It's very, very deep and clarifying. So you wanted to talk about what is false in us,
Oh, we
and
forgot.
could you please a little bit more clarify this thing?
Ha, sure. I was not saying that what is false in us. I was saying only what is false, no? As such.
Thanks.
Uh, there is a, let's say there is a tree inside in front of us, or we have a plant in our house. It is growing, no? Producing flower also sometime. We are feeding it. It is true, no? All of it is true, no? It has a certain age, let's say 5 years. No, so this plant in the pot is going to survive 5 years. No, are we aware of it? Mostly not. Sometimes even in the mind we don't know even as a first information that that this plant is going to survive only 5 years. No, then when we are, let's say we are informed, but we are not consciously living it that this is going to survive 5 years only. Then what lives inside us in place of that? Is unconsciousness towards the plant, where we take the plant to be eternal. That is going, it's a eternal plant. No? So the false actually is neither in the plant, in the way it is living and going to die one day, nor in a way it is inside us as a thing that, okay, this is the false, I can catch it now. No. The false is inside us as a not informed or not conscious seer or experiencer, which is resulting in wrong expectations from that plant. No? Now, after 5 years, the plant dies. You feel, what? What happened? I already have like 500,000 followers on the social media for this plant. No, this plant cannot die now. Because it has to take me to 1 million followers. No, it's just a beginning. No, to look into what is false. No, like this, there is a collective unconsciousness living inside us, which is expecting life to be other than what it really is or how it is unfolding today. So false is nowhere particularly, and it is everywhere based on from where we are living it. No, so false is not there anywhere. Very beautiful example can demonstrate, like explain that easily. I don't remember again that from which, but it is some from some scripture. There's some slok which were translated. That avidya is a weakness of jiva. Jiva means the soul. Jivatma, no? Jiva. Avidya means ignorance, is the weakness of the soul. Maya is power of Brahma. Power, strength of Brahma. Brahma means the supreme soul. So this word or the expansion that is felt or experienced by us as forms moving, word being lived or living, people here coming and going, this is Maya. Meaning, essentially it is not true because its true nature is truth itself, where nothing is changing. And it appears to be changing continuously. This is Maya, power of Brahma. They say, and Vidya, Vidya makes the soul free. It said something else like this. It said that Maya does not obstruct a Jeev to realize the Brahma. Maya does not stop the soul to realize the Supreme Soul. Avidya does. So, avidya, meaning ignorance in the self, is what is false, or what causes the jeev, the soul, to live the false, which does not exist anywhere. The waves of consciousness are actually there. Maya means the waves of consciousness, waves of the Supreme Soul. Supreme Soul is the Supreme Consciousness, one consciousness. No? The waves of the Supreme Consciousness are being experienced by us in the heart, no? In the heart or in the being, as the consciousness dancing. No? And those same waves of consciousness of the Brahma or the Supreme Consciousness are being seen by us through our mind and senses as forms, tree, plant, this, that. None of that really exists. They are the consciousness dancing. No? So ignorance or avidya means avidya towards ourselves, not knowing who we are, causes to live the false which does not exist anywhere. There is no false in the word because there is no word. There is only the manifested as it is. Amazingly beautiful. If we go deep in any plant, any tree, we will find that which is real. Because by going deep in the tree, we are going deep in ourselves, beyond our avidya, into who we are. And from there, when we experience the tree, we find that which is true here, experientially, not like in some special state of being. Simply, there is a silence living here. There is a silent being living here in the form of a tree. It does. It is actually. We feed dogs, no? Dogs. They bark on us also sometimes, to be honest. No, like, in the night particularly. But if a dog is just moving and you just quietly look at it, what it is, what it is, beyond our sense of, trying to achieve something in life and spiritual life or anything, just quietly you are sitting contented in yourself, have a look, what it is. We will become so free from the sense of spiritual achievements or sense of superiority. We will become so simple and ordinary again, but alive and true. So there is no false as such anywhere. False is in the one who lives it, not what it lives. But it looks like it is in what I live, no? So the root of false is projection, no? And root of projection is avidya, ignorance, self-ignorance. Like, what is the need to project? You know what I mean? We can look deeply. What is the need to project? The need to project is that we don't find the present life to be as beautiful as we want it to be. Which, by the way, it is. It is as beautiful as we want it to be. But because we are not living as ourselves, our demands are also false now. Or we have demand basically. All the demands are false from life, no? All of them. So Devdas, this is all I could say. I hope that it will uh, find a space in your being and will show you something.
Thank you very much, Rajee.
Thank you,
Sorry,
thank
my
you.
video was not working properly, so that's why I stopped
No problem.
by the host. Thank you.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you. I think we are nicely reaching to the end of this meeting. No? Oh yeah, we have already reached actually, I feel. So I think it's a very good time that we end this meeting now. No? It was very joyful to meet all of you today. I feel that what was explored today will stay as some light and invitation to see more clearly, in you, in your heart. Thank you for joining today.